So this is the breakdown of Gen V Season 2 Episode 8, which is the last episode of the season. And also we were going to talk about the future of Sister Sage and Gen V getting into the boys and what's the future and what's all that is gonna happen in the boys Season 5 and much more. Like, hey, hold on man, that's why your retention is less, because you just dump things in intro, right? You don't want to do that. Just start with the matter. Start. Okay, I'm going to start. By the way, I also have short review at the end. Yes. Hey, wait. By the way, this is Visio. Episode 8 starts with Godolkan having all the fun, like drinking wine, eating things, and just sensing things that he was not able to sense, and many more things. You know what I like more? He eating and drinking in primal instincts, not having that polished behavior or manners that you humans have, and also Sage besides him naked. You notice pretty good things in detail. Why? Are you surprised because you didn't notice? I know, you can't notice all these stuffs. Meanwhile, Murray and others are just trying to understand who this duplicate cipher was, and he actually tells them about all those things real cipher made him do because he was under his control, like killing some doctor with bare hands. The important details there. That is, Murray actually tries to heal him, but because he used all her powers, like not all her powers, but major chunk of her powers on healing Godolkan, so she has to give more time to again use the powers. That is the important chunk you should tell. Okay, Gus. No, Cynicus. Let me continue from here. So actually what happens then is Marie and others with Annabeth goes to their Godolkan and then they talk about few things, and it's like basically just trying to show their bonding and stuff, which is not at all necessary because I didn't feel anything for them, especially after Marie did all those stupid things and she bought that she is the chosen one. Even I didn't feel much, but yeah, I did feel for other characters other than Marie and Annabeth. It's weird, right? But yes, that's what I felt. This new young flushed hard-blooded Kadalkan goes into social media and just re-announces his resurrection. It's resurrection. Whatever man, who cares? Do you care? Just continue the story. Okay. Don't worry. So where was I? Resurrection, yes. So actually then he invites us all the soups to his seminar and says that they all can become ranking number 1, resets the rankings, etc. And all of these soups fell for that ranking fetish, and he missed an important point, by the way, which I'm going to inform you that before they all go to seminar, others like Marie, Jordan's, all their batch goes and tries to stop the other soups from going because they know what he will do there. Cull them, right? He's gonna just cull them, yeah. But like definitely some will not listen, so they actually go and they have their consequences. And the more interesting part than this is actually Sister Sage seeing all this happen, and like she gets an Homelander call because Godolgan just went social media, and that's not how actually Sister Sage planned to take down Homelander. And you know what's more interesting than that? That is, Sister Sage don't like all of this because she had other plans with Godolkan and she had other plans to actually take down Homelander too. But seeing all this way, the way Godolkan is going, and she actually just leaves him. And another important thing that he missed, that is he rejects Homelander's call. Then actually the duplicate cipher and Polarity are on the car because Polarity is taking the duplicate cipher to somewhere he could be safe. But actually Black Nova comes and then takes both of them. Yes. And you know who did this? Sister Sage. And Sister Sage actually just gives reasons to Polarity to actually go and stop Godolgan, and actually sort of rage bites him, if I can say that. And on the other hand, after Murray gets to know she is not the chosen one and she decides to work as a team, then they all have a plan and they just forefrontly go to Godolkan and then they try to fight, but actually what happens is Gadalgan takes control over Murray, and actually Murray is just playing with them. But then polarity comes, and all of a sudden everything breaks, and then is a epic face off between Godalgon, polarity, and Murray, and nothing man, just Murray blasts his head off. That's it. Yes, that's what has happened, and you might be thinking what kind of this is a payoff or finale, but yes, this is what has happened. Sorry, I just remember a few things now that it was all Sister Say's plan, like leaking to Starlight about Project Odessa and this and that, and everything was her plan. But now I have few things that are questionable and like conveniences that we will talk about few moments later. But let me complete the breakdown. Then what actually happens is Polarity comes and just tells all of this Gen V's to go, and basically he says to just escape and go somewhere and don't come back ever. But what happens is when they go, they actually find Starlight and A Train also, and they actually invite them to the boys, and then the season ends. Yes, that's all. Yes. And one more important thing between all these incidents is Marie talking about Stan Edgar and actually asking somehow if she could just reach out to them. And I have this question now. That is, if everything was Sister C's plan, then Stan Edgar and Joey were also her plan, or something that was just a disturbance in between that she didn't actually count into her plans. I think now, after watching all the episodes of Gen V season 2, Stan Edgar and Zoe's cameos were just for the sake of maintaining some continuity and connection between Gen V and the boys. But actually, does it have an weightage on the story or the consequences is anyway? I will say no. You might be thinking why he's discussing all of this, because he's just going to review it now. Yes. So the show actually takes time to get going. Actually, it's after episode 2 where you actually have reasons to watch episodes after episode, and episode 7 actually sets up the finale very well, and it has to just land. But what happens is it crashes according to him. Yes, according to me, it's a bland finale. Just like Peacemaker season 2, the finale is not good. And I can even say that 28 years later also had a bad or bland final act. I don't know what is happening with this final acts, that I don't know. Maybe something you can't understand. Maybe, right? I don't want something very different in the finale. I just want them to meet that level they have already set up in the story themselves. Whatever, man. Now just continue to other things. Yes, so as I told, the story is just okay, nothing like very great. But let's talk about few other things about, like the absurdity and the dark humor of this show. Let's be honest, that's the selling point of this show. People watch that quirky comedy, that dark violence, that weird fantasies that we can actually see in this show. So that's there. And even in the final act where we think the things will escalate, there is a whole act that I can't say on YouTube. That is the weird, absurd things happening out there. So yes, it's there. If you are going to watch the show only because of that, you can just go and watch it, no problem. But I'm sure you have other reasons to say not to watch too, right? It's like something underutilized. Like the potential was way big to just do things. Like you had Stan Edgar and Zoe, and what did actually it make any actual impact on the story? You remove that plot, there's nothing. There's no difference. It will be the same. It was like an episode, and the whole episode is just waste. Anything more you would like to say about like cinematography, sound design, anything more, something like that? The other things like cinematography, like sound, he said, everything is just normal, nothing extraordinary to emphasis on and speak about. Yes, so yes. What about acting performances? Acting performances are good, many from like Sister Sage's acting, like her character was good. Cypher, that man, I don't know his name, but that was a good performance. And overall, the Gen V cast also did their performances was good. I didn't actually feel for anyone. And yeah, I remember from feeling, that is the death of Andrea. That was even not shown in the show, right? And yes, that was not shown, and I will be honest, I didn't believe he was actually dead till the end of the show, because provided the current state of the cinemas now, that we don't actually see characters dying, so I was just hoping, yes, he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back, I'm not going to even worry about his death in the season, so I hope he's actually dead. Yeah, so you told the finale is not good, few episodes are good, one episode is full of waste with cameos and few other things. Now, will you just simply say if they should watch or not? Like one line answer? So if you want just dark humor and violence and bloody and gory things, just happening weird things, quirky things that you cannot watch in public areas, but you just want that, go and watch it. But if you want good story and you are expecting something good, connections from the boys and something really really good, I would say keep your expectations low and just go and watch, and keep your expectations low. What's with your categories that you have given? Is it a pass or easily? It's not self-aware or no-brainer, because definitely the other parts from the finale are not that great to push, and also the finale is sort of bland, and one full episode of cameos is just full of waste and wasted potential. So I think I would give it ambiguous. Yes. So because you don't have habit of saying this, I am going to say this. So if you feel something like it should be ambiguous or something greater or something below that, you can just give it in the comments. You can like the video, you can dislike the video also, you can comment on the video, you can subscribe to the channel, and many things if you want to do. But by the way, do check out the videos of the channel, because he's doing something good. By the way, I'm not paying him for saying that. Just be on the safe note. He can't afford me, don't worry.